Hey guys, what's up? Alright, so I guess in this video I'm just gonna go more in depth about my time in Los Angeles. Looking back before I left, I just felt like really stagnant. Like looking back, like I was just really stagnant. I felt like stuck. Um, but I was like doing everything, obviously I was supposed to. Like I was going to church, I was in community, I was putting myself in God's presence, I was being faithful in that. Um, I was working, I was doing all I was supposed to do, but I just felt stuck. I felt like there was something that was missing, and I feel like just my time in Los Angeles, like 4 months, roughly 4 months, really helped to pull back all like the layers, all the stuff that I was definitely just dealing with, all the things that I just was just all things that I felt like were just kind of like just piled up in me that was like weighing me down. I just didn't know like well, just there's something there, but I don't know what's there. But just something is there, and I can't seem to get rid of it. But um, all in all, like my time out there, it was really focused on the faithfulness of God, and because pretty much I was out there 1% on faith. There was even a point where God even told me to spend all the money that I had left, just spend all the money that I had left, and in the end, like I was still provided for. I still had, everything that I needed. So, but I was in that place of just trusting him, and even, you know, like I came back to Dallas, for Thanksgiving week, and I didn't have the money to come or go back to LA. I didn't have the money to come to Dallas. I didn't have the money to go back to LA. But God told me to go to LAX, go through American Airlines, and it showed up. They told me to buy a ticket online, and you know, I tried doing that, and it wasn't going through. So I ended up waiting for about maybe like 5 or 6 hours. I got there, I think around like five, maybe like 5 in the afternoon, around there. And I ended up waiting until about 11 p.m. And I went back up to buy a ticket, and I gave him a card that had some money on it. It didn't go through. I gave him a card that was in the negative, mind you, and it ended up going through. 2 hours later, I was on a plane to Dallas. So I'm just saying. And then coming back, God told me to go to left field, and um, I'm going to check in. I'm going through Southwest, and the person checked me in was a mentor of mine from elementary school who just happened to be working for Southwest, and she decided to bless me and give me a buddy pass, and so it was just stuff like that, like just listening to his voice and going to where he wanted me to go, exactly when he wanted me to go, and I was provided for, um, and that just shows when we are faithful to God and we are obedient to Him, He shows up and He shows Himself strong and He shows Himself faithful, and that was definitely something that I had struggled with a lot. Um, and so now I can say that I know that God's going to provide as long as I continue to do my part in being obedient and being faithful. He will be faithful, because it's an exchange. It is a relationship. It is a co-leading. So he has his move. I have my move. He moves. I move. That's just how it works. And I think in that process, like he was waiting on. I feel like maybe he was waiting on me to move. Maybe that was why I was so ecstatic. But like, who knows now? Because long on now. And but yeah, that's kind of the basis of, you know, my time in LA. Also, the fact that like I had gone out there for school and the finances didn't come in, and also I was going to live on campus, and so that ended up falling through as well, because if I don't have money for school, I don't have money to live on campus, because that's just obviously. So I went through a lot of time just not knowing where I was gonna live next. But every single time I was provided for, because I listened to the voice of the Lord. I showed up where I was supposed to be when I was supposed to be there. Obviously, I did have some hiccups. It's But for the most part, I showed up and He provided. And that's just basically, I just feel like just in those times, that's when God's really just going to test us and see, are we really going to trust Him and trust who He is, and really trust in His character and trust in everything that we've been reading, and really see these things just come into practice and come into play in our everyday life. Because I feel like a lot of us, we just read the Bible and we say, oh, that's just for that time, that's just for the biblical time. But if we really put that into practice and really realize that God is the same yesterday, today, and forever, and that He wants to move on our behalf, and He wants to be active with us, and He wants this relationship and this exchange with us, and we really sit back and allow Him to be God in all situations of our lives, and we will begin to see fruit manifest in our lives, the good fruit manifest in our lives, and we'll begin to really become the people who we need to be, and we're not so focused on the world and the things of this world and trying to look like this celebrity or this person, or be like this or be like that, or try to get these accolades or have this perfect job or this amazing car or whatever. We just are focused on looking like Jesus and being faithful and trusting that He is who He says He is, and just allowing Him to be our dad, allowing Him just to be who He is in our lives. So yeah, that was LA. Thought this would maybe be a little bit longer, but I guess I said all I needed to say. So I hope you guys enjoyed this and you were edified by this, for goodness sake. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Just remember that you can follow me at Aiden-Jeffrey on Instagram and Twitter, and you can find me on Facebook at the Aiden-Jeffrey. And remember that you are made on purpose and for a purpose, and as long as you walk with fiery passion and perfect peace, there's nothing you can't do. There's no mountain that you cannot move. So, until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. Bye, guys.